Good afternoon, everybody. So, everything's going to be all white. That is not a lisp on my part. I do not have a lisp. Sometimes I misspeak, but everything's going to be all white is in fact the name of a documentary series coming out, which is, let's just call it what it is. It's ragebait. Now, me personally, I think it's actually quite funny. I'm probably going to watch it. Probably not even going to give it a rating. Simply put, it's very similar to that show that came out a while back called Dear White People. Again, also rage bait. One might almost say actions of a provocateur. And I'm not gonna lie, I watched that one too. Mostly because, well, it looked like it was rage bait, and I'm like, alright, let's see how easy it is to push my buttons. I watched the show. It was kind of stupid. That being said, it had some genuine moments of levity, and it also had some genuine good writing. Hell, I actually felt for the character Lionel. Didn't fit into any of the groups that his so-called identities assigned him to, and especially that part in the show where he's, visualizing himself trying to fit in with everybody and absolutely gets nowhere, and he's getting picked on by the Black Student Union, despite the fact that they are the Black Student Union and they're picking on a fellow black kid because he doesn't fit in with them. So honestly, there were some genuinely good moments in those shows, and there's probably going to be some genuinely good moments in this documentary as well. Looks like it might be less of it, because the documentary itself looks like total trash, but I'm here to tell you, don't take the rage bait. Watch it. It's probably worth a laugh or two. And, just let all of the logical fallacies that they throw out, because I'm guessing that the documentary is going to be 90% logical fallacies, let people figure that out by themselves. People are already starting to mistrust propaganda across the board, all over the world. The Western world, the Eastern world, the Southern world, everywhere. Every corner of the earth is basically starting to look at the people telling them what to think and how to think, and just saying no. And of course, you're always going to have those handful of hardcore members that actually believe in it because they've been demoralized, they have been brainwashed, and there's no helping them. And then, of course, there's always going to be that small group of grifters like Ibram X. Kendi who makes stacks of cash talking about effectively nothing. But you know what? Those are few and far out displaced singularities among the sea of regular people who are starting to just listen to the lies and lies and lies pile up and say to themselves, hang on a second, something isn't quite right. And the impetus for that is simple. You can only tell somebody to believe their lying eyes so much until reality becomes, impossible to ignore. As a great man once said, every lie you tell incurs a debt to the truth that must be paid eventually. Well, much like all the lies that the world has been being told for the past 2 years now, all of a sudden grocery shelves are starting to become rather bare in certain areas. And you can tell people the lie that, everything's going great. In fact, everything's going better than it ever was, until their stomach begins to rumble. Another great axiom is that every single civilization is about 3 days' worth of meals away from anarchy. Sometimes abbreviated to 3 meals away from collapse. That's reality knocking at the door. So, how can you negotiate with this reality? Well, it's very simple. Get healthy, acquire some sort of money, acquire some sort of hard asset, acquire good friends, rid yourself of silly and stupid prejudices that do not reflect reality, because many prejudices don't reflect reality. They might contain a kernel of truth somewhere down the line, but the fact of the matter is that generalizations will often lead you down dark roads, and you should stay away from them. So, in summation, everything's going to be all white. The newest rage bait documentary coming out, highly funded and, supported by a myriad of so-called scholars. It's bait. Don't take it. Simply do the one thing that can rob these people of any actual power, and that is laugh at them. After all, the one thing that unites us all is laughing at the fools who try to turn us against each other. So, I hope you all have had a very nice day, and stay healthy, stay strong, make good friends, spend some time in nature. That's all for today. Have a good one.